What is up, Fin Ferns? Back in the car. Quick little life update if you guys care about it. If you guys remember, I did an in the car video a few weeks back during the OTA's training camp area time. And that's why I had a part-time job. It's becoming a little bit more. I'm getting more hours there, which is great because it lets me save money so I can come to Miami for the December 1st game against the Eagles. So I can come down, meet you guys. I'm still doing this full-time. DouglieDoWrong. Don't be thinking that videos are going to slack and all of a sudden the videos aren't going to be posted. And they are. Just might be a little bit late because I get out of work at around 5 o'clock. So, yeah. So today I got Brian Flores press conference. Again, we don't have play-by-play because they opted to not have play-by-play. They opted to allow them in the locker room, stuff like that. So somebody was just slowly creeping up. So, no play-by-play today, but I do have Brian Flores' press conference. I got some notes from practice today, just little tidbits here and there. But there was a scare today, but don't be too afraid. You're probably reading the title and like, what happened? I'll get to that, but don't be too afraid about that. So let's jump into that. When he talks about Thursday's game and who will be the starter and if they're the starters starting the season, he said I wouldn't say that's accurate. So essentially, whoever he names as the starter for Thursday game doesn't necessarily mean that they will start the season. We'll see how that goes. Somebody also asked if it's a week-by-week basis. Whoever does the best week-by-week in the season will become the quarterback. He says in the best-case scenario, he wants that one person to play all 16 games. I'm pretty sure we all do. We don't want Rosen 1 week, Fitz the other, Rosen, Fitz, because that would just be absolutely stupid. He talks about Albert Wilson and his injury and all that stuff. He says that he's doing everything he can to get back on the field. He will be out there as soon as he can. We do not want to rush Albert Wilson out there. Albert Wilson was one of the most dynamic players we had on the field last year. When he got injured, it really took a toll on us. We do not want Albert Wilson to be rushed, nor his injury to get any more severe. So there's that. Then he talks about Josh Rosen. He says we need to see improvement. He can't take as many sacks as he's taken. He's got to have command of the offense, get the ball out quicker. So I wholeheartedly 100% agree with that. If you guys know, I've talked about the fact that I like Josh Rosen. I like his pocket presence. I like what he's doing. But there were some passes that were a little slow. And that was his thing in training camp. That was his thing in the OTAs, where he was just little off. The timing was off. He was slow to deliver the ball. And one of the plays in the red zone on Friday's game, where it was an out route pass to Gesicki, if he would have thrown that ball about 1 or 2 seconds earlier, it might have been a touchdown. So, don't take the sacks. And at some points, taking a sack is the best situation out of everything that's happening. Instead of just throwing the ball and potentially throwing an interception, but try to get the ball out quicker. And that's essentially what Flores is talking about. Just get the ball out a little bit quicker and you won't have to worry about that, especially with the little bit of trouble we had on the offensive line. He talks about all the injuries. He says we're going to put someone out there. All we can do is evaluate the guys that are out there. And it's 100% right. All these guys that are injured, you can't be evaluated. And he wants to put the best 11 on the field. So like Kiko and McMillan and Rashad Jones, all those guys, you're injured, especially Chase Allen, especially some of these younger guys that are injured. Got to put the best guys out there. You can't be evaluated if you're not out there. We talked about Calhoun and Dieter. He says 2 young guys are improving and developing. I feel good about the 5 that we are rolling with right now. So what I'm hearing is that the 5 starting offensive line for week 1 against the Ravens is most likely going to be Tunsil, Dieter, Kilgore, Calhoun, and Jesse Davis. Don't hate that lineup. I'm thinking, especially when Tunsil was in there, how well they did. I really like that lineup, and I really think they can prosper. Again, the only thing that really worried me with the Bucs game is the run offense was non-existent. So if they can just get their run blocking down a little bit better, I really think this team is going to go very far. Talked about Charles Harris. Said he did great on Friday night. 2.5 sacks, constant pressure. Agree. I wholeheartedly agree. Talks about Jesse Davis, how his leadership, and essentially how he's a quiet guy, but in the locker room when he talks, people listen. And on that offensive line, you really want to have that leadership where if a guy's talking or if a guy's trying to pull everyone together, you're going to listen. So Jesse Davis is stepping up, especially in a contract year. This is his contract year. And then finally, he talks about different people playing in different positions. He says we've got to be ready if something happens. the wheels can't fall off. And that is very true, because we have a ton of people playing in different positions. We have people playing special teams. He talks about that too, how he wants the best 11 on the field, especially on special teams. We had, Mika Fitzpatrick on special teams. We had Preston Williams on special teams. He wants the best 11 on the field. And sometimes the best 11 on the field might have to play different positions. And especially if an injury happens, to be trained in different positions will be great to pick up the slack of other people who got injured. So, having Bobby McCain at free safety, having Mika playing all the different positions, it's good. It's good. And it gives us the versatility to run different defenses and really mess with the offense's mind. So let's jump into some practice notes. Again, no play-by-plays. It sucks, but give you guys some notes. Rashad Jones was back after practice. He had an interview with the team. He had an interview with the beat writers, and he said he will be ready for the season opener. He probably won't be playing preseason, but he will be ready for the season opener. Also, Jakeem Grant was back at practice today. He did individual things, and he did some training with the trainers, and that was about it. Didn't do much team stuff, but it's good to see him back, and it's good to hear Rashad Jones say what he had to say. Not at practice today. McDonald, McMillan, Parker, Wilson, Chase Allen, Akins, Drake, Ginkle, Alonzo, and Hearns. I feel like the fact that Hearns wasn't at practice today is really going to hurt his chances of making the team, especially with Preston Williams being as successful as he is. So he needs to get on the field, and he needs to not be injured. It's easier said than done, though. Oh, don't be injured. I'm not injured anymore. I'm on the field. But I'm saying if he wants to make the team, he needs to push. Now on Walton, his situation, all the charges with Mark Walton have been dropped. He's on a 6-month probation. And if he doesn't get into any fights, any misdemeanors, anything like that, it'll drop down to 3 months, which is good. But then we have to wait about what the NFL is going to do. We have to wait to see if the NFL is going to suspend him. Knowing the NFL, it seems like the things that shouldn't be getting high suspensions, like marijuana and stuff like that, get years and months suspensions, and things that should get suspensions technically don't. I'm not going to talk about it, but we'll see how that goes. And then the thing you guys are most likely wanting to hear me talk about is that Isaiah Ford was carted off the field today, grabbing his left leg. When I read that tweet, I was like, shit, how injured is he? Like, I started freaking out. But then the more I read, I heard it was a cramp. It's a cramp, dehydration, it's a cramp. And then I'm hearing from Isaiah Ford, I'm hearing from everyone that he's fine. He's like, I'm fine, I just got a cramp, I was dehydrated, this, and that. So he wasn't injured to the point where he has a broken leg or torn ACL where he got caught off the field. He was just super dehydrated and had a really bad cramp and couldn't walk off the field. So that's essentially what we had for today. He's fine, everything's fine. We're all fine. Building's on fire, but everyone's fine, everything's fine. So that's what I got for you guys today. Some news, some notes, some press conferences, all that stuff. Real quick before I end the video, let's talk about fantasy football. Let's talk about the league. So I told you guys either today or tomorrow I was going to give you guys an update on the fantasy football league, what I have planned, what I'm going to do. So this is what I got planned. This is what I'm going to do. It's going to be a pay-to-enter league. So I'm thinking $10. And the reason why I'm saying $10 is because it'll make people take it seriously. Last year I did a league, and it was just fun. Just get in the league, let's have fun. And by week 6, people weren't even setting their lineups, and it just wasn't that fun anymore. So as of right now, it's a pay-to-enter league. That might change by Thursday, but right now it's a pay-to-enter league. 2 spots are filled because I need to run those 2 spots. If that changes, I will let you know. If I can find a league where I can just run 2 of them, but be in one of them, I'm going to do it so I can open up another spot. Another spot is filled by the winner of last year's league. He gets a free entry for winning last year's league, so he takes another spot, which leaves open about 18 spots. 17 spots. My math is just not right. 17 spots. So if you want to get in the league, this is what I'm thinking of doing. If you want to get in the league, you're going to have to comment below that you want to be in the league, and then you also have to be there on halftime of Thursday's game. And if you're in the chat Thursday's game at halftime, I'm going to randomly pick 17 of you guys to be in the league. Again, if any of this changes, if my mind changes about how I'm going to pick, if I'm just going to first come, first serve, you email me your email first and you're in, then I'll let you know tomorrow. But as of right now, that's what I'm thinking. It's a pay to enter league, $10. You have to be in the live stream at halftime for Thursday's game, and then we'll decide on what the date of the draft is. It's probably going to be next week. I like to do it after the fourth preseason game, potentially the Friday after the fourth preseason game, or during the fourth preseason game, we can live stream it. But as of right now, that's what I got going on for the Fantasy League. I will make a formal video tomorrow. How about this? I'll make a formal video tomorrow with definite answers, but as of right now, that seems to be the way I'm leaning. Just want to give you guys updates on that because I know you guys, a lot of you guys want to be part of the league, so just want to give you guys updates. Other than that, comment below. Let me know what you guys think about what Flores had to say. Let me know what you guys think about Rashad Jones being back, Jakeem Grant being back. Let me know what you guys think about the injuries. That Isaiah Ford scared. Let me know if you guys are like, wow, that scared me, or I didn't really see him being a big contributor to the team. It doesn't really bother me. Comment below. Let me know. Be sure to follow me on Twitter. Like I said, as soon as things break, I retweet them. Check out the Bit Boys. I got a ton of videos planned for this week. So go over there, check that out. If you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up. Lets me know you like this stuff. Lets me know that you're okay with whatever type of video I throw at you, especially if it's in the car, in my nice clothes of a shirt and khakis and all that stuff. So be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Be sure to check out DolphinsTalk.com. Great website over there. Ton of Dolphin stuff. If you're watching from there, how are you doing? If you didn't hit that subscribe button, I don't know what you're waiting for. I got a ton planned for you guys. We're almost at 6,000. We're at about 7,000. We're at about 6,300. So be sure to hit that subscribe button. I'm on the road to 10K, boys. Road to 10K. So if you want to help, hit the share button as well. Share the channel with the other Dolphin fans that don't know about the channel. Other than that, I'll most likely see you guys tomorrow with another Dolphins video. But like usual, stay classy. Fins up.